I know you got to wait for the stream to do the smelling salt. So this is
people want that on the internet.
Yeah, that's a pro tip. So Jahmar, when you start hosting a show on Saturday and you need to, amp yourself up and you don't want to drink another Red Bull or any of that.
Oh yeah.
Take a whiff of that. I get you going. Yeah, I get the hype.
Isn't it strange?
It's nice, right?
You're getting the after?
It stinks really terrible.
No, it smells like cat piss, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a
I
good
learned
way.
how to bottle cat piss once.
Good time.
Yeah, well, welcome. We're live on the podcast broadcast. We're gonna get on the air here, and so how we're gonna set this up on air. First, I want to talk about your journey and what's been going on and raise awareness for you, Jonathan, because I know you have a GoFundMe going on and things like that.
Right now it's on a minimal thing. I have to work out some stuff because I'm on access insurance, so I got to figure out, make sure that's not going to interrupt my cancer treatments.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Fix that microphone too, so that.
Hello, check.
Well, yeah, get that phone. Yeah, there you go. See.
All right.
Yeah, it's Johnny 2 mics. He usually needs 2 mics so we can hear him. Yeah, get that phone back on. There you go. It's like a loose rubber. I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with that, but it's an issue I've had with time from time. Yeah, I know. I like to be real. All right.
They call me Slam Jam.
The DJ Jahmar is in the building, and I got you right here.
DJ
We have headphones too if you want to be
God.
able to hear what we're going on. And then Exquisite is a guest. Exquisite is going to be is a guest here in the background as well. And are you nominated? You performing? What's going on with you?
I'm performing this year for the Hip Hop Awards.
Nice. So yeah, you're going to be performing. We'll play a little bit of his music as well. Congratulations on that. Did you perform last year?
Yeah, I was nominated last year and I performed last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
This year, just performing, not
Just
nominated.
performing, yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't hit up Jahmar and be like, why wasn't I nominated?
I'm waiting. I'm gonna release an album this year, so for next year, I'm gonna have more music putting out.
Nice. Tucson born and raised?
Yes, sir.
I like it. All right, cool. Talking about all that. How many nominees in general, like in total?
Shit.
Yeah, can you even
I think there's about like 60 nominees.
Yeah, 60 nominees. And we're nominated for best podcast though.
You are
right?
nominated for best
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
It is
there-
the best podcast.
Yeah,
would it
well,
not
you
be?
know, I mean, there's other people. They were campaigning and stuff. We got some votes. There's some good podcasts out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say we're best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think it. I'm not gonna say it. Right.
Everyone hears what you're thinking, beef.
Right. Let's see. Yeah. So we're gonna be on here in about 35 seconds. And as the world burns, as the world burns, you got 10 and everyone's still in there.
No, we're doing some reformatting.
Okay, there's some
We
reformatting
got
going on.
Chris Garcia playing bass on for the first time on the show. We got Lock 360 and I.
Okay.
And we're putting out one of our new songs we just recorded and some more of the hip hop side.
Okay. Nice. Leaning into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're
We
constantly
have the
recording.
license to Thrill, so we can kind of cater to whatever event we're a part of.
Yeah. So, and then you're saying, how long is your set going to be at the Hip Hop Awards? You know?
Jahmar knows the set times.
So most people are doing between an 8-minute to a 10-minute set.
Yeah, that's it. And I like that.
So
There's a lot of artists, so you got to be
Big time.
move and groove.
18
move and
artists
groove,
performing.
Move and groove.
Yeah, we're back here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Like I said, we have a jam-packed podcast broadcast because we got, we talked about this before, but the weekend is upon us. The 4th annual Tucson Hip Hop Awards presented by DJ Jahmar. A great way to bring our arts community together. One night at the Rialto Theatre, you come out and celebrate in an award show setting. It's, many artists performing all one night. A lot of people getting trophies. And Jamar's been the man behind the scenes, putting it all together, grinding, hustling, getting the trophies.
Jahmar has the mayor bringing in awards and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got the mayor going to be presenting awards?
So the mayor of Tucson's office, shout out to Regina Romero.
Yeah.
They're supporting the award show that not only am I awarding the artists, but they're also giving city accommodations to all the artists, to all the winners of like, hey, thank you for your service to Tucson hip hop.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's big.
Is like Saturday going to be designated Tucson Hip Hop Day? Because they could do that.
They did that years ago, actually.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Did they give you a key yet? Are you working towards getting a key to the
You
city?
know what?
Yeah.
I want a key to the city. That'd be pretty cool. Actually.
I want a key to the city too. I'd hang it up right
I
behind
would, and I would just
I
like,
put it on a big chain.
You would, yeah.
John's gonna wear. He's like, do
Humpty
you have a
nose
key?
on.
I got a key.
Yeah.
Do the hump.
Yeah.
Do a whole music video with the key.
Right. But I mean, honestly, it is key worthy because, Jahmar, he took this concept as just a way to kind of put a spotlight at different local artists and bring them all together because it's about collaboration and competition and unity and support of one another to basically create a rising tide effect. It started at The Rock. Quickly grew bigger than The Rock, but shout out to The Rock, and moved over to the Rialto Theatre where they've showed lots of love. And this Saturday, it's going to go down with the red carpet and everything else. And we're going to talk about what some of the festivities and what we could plan on for the Tucson Hip Hop Awards. And then Jonathan Russell is going to be performing with As the World Burns. And the grind doesn't stop with my man Jonathan Russell. And you had devastating news here recently that kind of shocked us all.
Yep, diagnosed with lymphoma cancer.
Yeah, you got diagnosed with lymphoma cancer. And the way this happened, too, is like one day you saw growth on your neck, and the next day it was like the size of a football.
Not that fast, but
okay.
It was a process. But yeah, it's a rapid B cell. So one of them grew the size of like a Nerf football within 4 months. Then the other one was like a softball.
And I was seeing you amongst that time. I didn't even notice.
I tried to hide it, as much as I could until it was figured out.
That's why you're rocking turtlenecks. I just thought you dressed weird,
Turtleneck and chain.
So, I mean, initially when you seeing the growth, did you immediately go to a doctor?
I thought it was tied to the tooth. Usually like if you get like swelling and you get like an abscess or something.
Yeah.
So I went that route, tried the antibiotics. It seemed like it went down. It was a year-long process of trial and error. They're like, no, you need to go to the dentist, and then they're just like, you need to go to the ER, and then I was like, look, one of you guys got to do something,
right? Yeah, they kept moving you around, going back and forth. That sucks.
The Dr. Vajaj at the cancer center saved my life recently. He knew exactly how to take care of the open biopsy. My tumors are down, almost completely gone in 4 weeks.
I love that.
And, shout out to the doctor.
Absolutely.
Big props.
Yeah. So now you have to go through this chemo process for how long?
4 more months.
4 more months. Yeah.
So every 3 weeks.
And then right now they're just like everything looks like we're on track. Things are looking good, and we're beating this. So this is
blood works in the green. And tumors are down. So just keep doing what I'm doing. He's impressed with the progress that. I do a lot of working out and chasing my daughter around. So I try to work myself all the way every day. I'm not going to lay there as a shell,
Right now, and did they tell you this? Try to stay as active as possible, right? That helps boost white blood cells.
They say don't do too much,
right?
But stay active. But I just chose to just do as much as possible.
Right. Yeah. Now, and you went through your second round of chemo. Did your hair instantly fall out?
It took 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Just shower and you're like. Oh, what now?
Yeah. Now you know.
I still have
my struggle
eyebrows
here. And Jahmar's struggle for years. Every time.
Yeah,
it happens, right?
If you count on me drawing on my eyebrows, it's gonna get weird. So as long as my eyebrows stay, I'm gonna be all right.
Oh, you can draw them on. You look good like Yas.
Tell your daughter
See, the girls they have experience in this. I'm gonna make mine all weird. Like, no, you're not supposed to draw them straight across.
Yeah.
Temporary tattoos that you can put on.
Yeah, you put on temporary tattoos, all that good stuff. Yeah. So, I'm happy that you're getting the help that you need, and you're seeing such positive progress. And so
mental medicine is the best.
You have to keep that frame of mind. And I know that we don't have necessarily any GoFundMe or anything set up right now because you got your health care taking care of it, thankfully. But if we ever get to a crossroad where you need assistance, let us know. We'll let our listeners know as well, because you've always been a big part of the show from day one. Yeah. You were like our first guest, you know what I mean? So, we go way back. So, devastating news, but I'm glad to see that, with the technology.
We're going to beat it, and I'm going to try to get a community thing. And so when it's done, when I've survived it or beat it, I want to celebrate.
Yeah.
So
well, you turned everything into an event already, and probably a music video too, right?
Well, it's bringing people together for positive vibes is what I do. So.
You gotta make an As the World song, like bald bad bitches, right? And then just everyone, just bald caps. I'd rock that, dude. In fact, next week, I know you turned everything into a song, and you already got a song talking about your cancer, right?
Yeah, I wrote an album that. Going through it's a psychological process. You have to, you don't know if you're going to live. You don't know if you can leave. Your daughter's going to not have a dad. All these different thoughts.
Right.
So I basically wrote each song each step of the way, and I just completed it.
Yeah. Let's listen to a little bit of this. This is called Battle This With Me.
Kiss my feet and call me calm. My heart is out of wings, so I trick or treat with my soul instead. I'm about to go into battle with you. I'm about to go into battle with you. Like a ghost faced in the shadows, triggers and black camo, unloading all this ammo. Demons wanna take me out, so when they they've been chasing me. Counterweight, but this ain't make believe.
The face in the mirror, the fading appearance is not what I wanna see. Surrounded by envy and jealousy, seriously not where I wanna be. I'm searching for reasons, block out the demons, giving me what I want, yeah. I got no trust for nobody, it's getting me used to being all alone. I need a break in time, everything out on the line. The walk out on faith is blind, and it's driving me out of my mind. Whether in victory or the defeat, solid foundation lay under my feet. Ready for battle, not taking no need. I look in the mirror and I did it for me,
I'm about to go into battle with you. I'm about to go into battle with you. Like a ghost faced in the shadows, triggers and black camo, unloading all this ammo. Demons wanna take me out, so when they've been chasing me. Counterweight, but this ain't make believe.
New music here. Jonathan Russell, Battle With Me, as documenting your struggle here, dealing with battle. And we played the whole song just on the air. We debuted it here live on the air. And I know I get a lot of artists come at me like, oh, well, why don't you play my song on the radio and stuff? I'm like, well, get cancer and get at me. You know what I mean? And, I'm like, not everyone gets that kind of like, all-star treatment. Yeah, of course, dude. I appreciate you. I'm battling with you as well. And I'm glad to see that it's going so well. All right, now,
so far, so good.
Yeah, taking that energy, and you're going to be performing this Saturday. So we're going to talk all things Tucson Hip Hop Awards here on our podcast broadcast. And when we return, so you'll know everything about it, and then we'll see you out there because it's going to be a party as well. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'm sorry. I know you just look at me all judgmental.
That song was that on air?
Yeah, that was on air.
Oh man,
that wasn't just on the stream. I just played it on the air. Yeah, so I debuted
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Nice. I like the time and stuff, and then it sounds clean too. Obviously, you're just cranking out these songs, man. All these damn songs.
My ninth album of the year.
Wow.
So where's most
ninth album this year? Yeah. I'm like, you didn't win, the Tucson Hip Hop Award for ninth album of the year.
No,
right?
no.
There's 8 other good ones.
I wrote 9 albums.
You got the ninth. Wouldn't that be great though? You get a category, be like, all right, best album of the year goes here. Now we're gonna work our way down. 17th best album of the year goes to. How many trophies did you make? Get on that mic, Jahmar.
How many trophies did I make? Damn, I think it's like 26 trophies.
26 trophies? Nice. Did you engrave them all or no?
Yeah, all of them are engraved.
Okay, so you already know the winners ahead of time and stuff. Yeah. That's good.
Well, I know when they had the final poll, I know at the end of that when I add all that up.
Yeah. So, I mean, have you been sleeping at all, or this week is like a no sleep week?
It's a no sleep week. Every minute is something else I got to do. I'm like, got this going on, got that going on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I got to be in Phoenix. I got to be in Phoenix tonight. I'm DJing at the Busta Rhymes concert.
Oh, nice.
So I got to be up there tonight.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Gila River. I got to be up there tonight for that. It's just like, it's all kind of things I got going on.
These are good problems to have, though. These are good problems. You've been staying busy. You're everywhere too. I mean, I'm seeing Jahmar on everything that's announced. And then you're also kind of promoting shows too, right? Are you promoting the Yellow Man show?
Yeah, I'm helping them promote the show.
Okay.
It's my boy MG out in Phoenix doing the Yellow Man show. So me being down here, he's like, Jahmar, Tucson's your city. help me promote this down there. I was like, I got you.
Got you. Yeah, it'd be nice to get Yellow Man in studio too, because he's a legend as well.
Real cool legend. Last year when I was in Jamaica and stuff like that, Yellow Man invited me to his house. I was down there kicking it with them and stuff like that. So
yeah. Now again, I feel like I asked you this last time, but when you're down there in Jamaica and stuff, did you put the accent on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to, right?
Yeah, I'm home. I have to talk in my language.
Yeah.
I think that's like somebody like that's like if you're from like Venezuela. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, let me get a hot dog. You're gonna be like, we'll say that. You know, I think you're gonna be talking Spanish down there. So
right. That's how when I'm like, when I drive through like Filiberto's and stuff, I lean into it. Well, you got to, I need
like, guacamole.
Right. I don't know how. Yeah. Like,
say it.
Well, I'll be like, okay, I want it's
breakfast.
like, yeah, I'm like, well, okay. If it's breakfast, I pull up, I'm like, good morning. I get an order of chilaquiles, a side of carne asada, and a Mountain Dew. Yeah. That's how you gotta say it. What?
Okay.
Was that not the way you say it?
I don't talk like this.
No. It's all when I
Can I get some chilaquiles?
No, it's not how you say it. I mean, you gotta say it with a little bit of accent, so you accentuate.
You like, I want a tortilla, man.
Yeah, huh?
Where's that accent from?
Born in East LA.
West Phoenix. That's where it's from.
I was born in a circle.
Exquisite. When you go through the drive-through and stuff, are you bilingual?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, but
I don't want to mispronounce words, so I say it in like a different way.
Okay, how do you say it?
So like if I want to pull us a Filiberto's, those breakfast burritos, fire.
Yeah,
I always get those.
Yeah.
But if I want like
Got the Elvis
I wouldn't want to get the carne asada fries, but I'll say, can I have a carne asada, please, with a large Pepsi or a Coke?
Okay. Well, but see, that's funny because you say carne asada at first with a little bit of accent, but then when you're ordering it, then you gringify it.
I want to make sure it's dignified so he knows what I want.
Yeah.
And I don't like guac. Sorry to say. I don't like guac.
He's
Hey,
like,
to each his own. Yeah.
That's the yaki in you.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah,
yucky.
it's the yucky.
It's very yucky.
That's me right there.
You think yaki people don't like guacamole and avocado?
Not a lot of them do.
I
Some
love
do, some
avocado,
don't.
and I'm allergic to them. Every once in a while, I'll get one, and like I get Botox and everything. I'm all, but it's so check on my lips.
Oh.
Worth the pain.
Yeah, that's too bad.
That's the guac.
All right. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of especially when you're in the region. To each is you go in there and you blend in, and they're just like bam. So Yellow Man, when Jahmar posted it, it was a great tease. But then I was just like, where the fuck is he at, dude? He's like, Yellow Man coming to Phoenix and Tucson, and then just like in general, there was no other information whatsoever.
We're doing Flagstaff and Tucson. We're gonna be dropping the official flyer probably in about the next week, and it's for the Tucson show. It's gonna be a big surprise on it because it's not just me and Yellow Man. There's another artist that we're bringing on it also. So
okay, another like reggae legend of sorts, underground,
upcoming legend.
Okay,
and then plus the Phoenix, and that's the cool thing about it that there's not actually a Phoenix show. It's a Flagstaff show and a Tucson show.
Nice, keeping the smaller markets.
Both of those shows, but they both have two different openers on the shows. So it's like I have the Tucson one, and they have one up in Phoenix. So they're gonna do something a little different up there in the Flagstaff area. So it's pretty cool, Yellow Man's like family to me, so him being down here and stuff like that. Awesome. He hasn't been to Tucson in like 15 years, so
right.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll pull up. Let's see. That's not what I want. Yellow Man.
Zungo, 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 zungo.
Yeah, dude. How can you not dance this? So people could be dancing like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I mean, you know who I'm talking about, Yas?
I feel like I do. I need to put a face.
You listen to reggae, Yas?
No, not like that. But it's like
not like that.
But if it comes around.
All right. So this song.
When you get car insurance, you get a price based on
to hear this song and not like move, right?
I'm already moving.
This it right here. The zumba's out. Yeah.
Yellow Man made it. And you say I set it.
Watch when it gets started, right?
Zungo, zungo, go, zungo, zeng. Zungo, zungo, go, zungo, zeng. Say if you have a paper, you must have a pen. And if you have a start, you must have a end. Say
how can you not move?
5, it equal to 10. And if you have both, you put them in a pen. And if you have a rooster, you must have a hen. Now, zungo, zungo, go, zungo, zeng. Zungo, zungo, go, zungo, zeng. Jump for happiness and jump for joy. You know fi call Yellow Man no boy. Lady and then you so take fit. Where thy Lord him call him child. You know fi call yellow man no boy.
That's gonna be album number 11.
You just write another album already? Jesus, this guy. This is quick.
Yellow Man, November 21st, Tucson.
Yeah.
You know what it
At
is?
the Rock. Yeah, that's right around the corner too. That's good. Yeah. Man, I hope they get him in, dude. But yeah, you hear that song, you can't help. It's infectious. So I'm sure, like, I just imagine, like, oh shit, if I'm there, I'm just gonna be one of those just weird dancers, right? I was like, I can see my like arm swinging. I'm just gonna be going like that.
Wild dance move.
Oh.
Wait, do you get the neck into it too?
Well, yeah, but I'm usually like a head dancer, right? Like, you know, I don't necessarily move my
crazy
feet.
word, a head dancer.
Right, yeah.
You're a wild boy.
Yeah, I am a wild boy. That's why I got invited to all those Diddy parties. You know what I mean? Yeah, but no, I'm like, with Yellow Man, I'm kind of like that. I'll be like that. I'm like left and right. I'm just kind of bouncing left knee, right knee, left knee.
Bro, I got
right
you
knee.
on tickets to the show. You definitely got to come to the show.
Oh, I'm going to that show. Well, let me check. See, 21st. I see where I'm at on the Roadrunners games here.
But the Roadrunners are at nighttime, are they?
They are nighttime, and no, I'm free on that Friday, so we're good. Yeah, Friday the 21st at the Rock. That's gonna be a good time. Right down the street. Yellow Man, like at first he catches you off guard because it's like, you know, he's albino, right? And so he has a distinctive look, and it's a distinctive, like, you know, I would describe it, and I mean this with all due respect, like beautifully ugly. You know what I mean? At first you're like, oh,
You know, he has a song called "Look How He's Sexy."
Yeah,
like ironically, like with Yellow Man, and like the thing that I say, like I love about like his story is that like he went through a lot of stuff in Jamaica.
Oh, I'm sure.
And honestly, like being like you know, America's like a big place, like a melting pot. But when you're in a country that, you know, you're the only one that looks like that out of like a million people, they're like, look at him, what's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And he ended up becoming one of dance hall's like biggest artists for reggae music. Like he just kept going.
Yeah, you can feel it. There's pictures of Yellow Man. That's what he looks like right now. So, you know, and again, you're just like, whoa, oh my God, yeah. And then you can't stop looking and you're like, yeah. And it's almost like a redefined what, you know, beauty is. So I don't think I'll tell him that if he comes in studio.
Yeah, I wouldn't just tell him that.
Yeah.
More power to him. He's awesome. It sounds
good. But no,
too.
and that's the like there's fuel there for your
so
like good
through,
art.
So he went through cancer action.
Yeah.
So if you look like at his jaw right here, why it
That's
looks like that,
removed, yeah.
They ended up having to remove a piece of his jaw.
Metastasized to the bone. That's crazy. And he's still rocking.
Still rocking.
Yeah.
If anything, it like helped create his sound, to find his sound a little bit more.
Music since like the 70s, like
yeah, that's
consistently, like man, still doing music.
Yeah. So, yeah, beautiful. I love it. Yeah, well, congratulations on that. We're gonna get on the air here in about 2 minutes, talking about here everything that people need to know about this year's Tucson Hip Hop Awards.
I need to know where you got the Outcast shirt at.
You know, honestly, I would like to
hard.
say someplace cool. You know what I mean? But no, I mean you can't spell cool without Coles.
You went
know?
Oh, I thought you went to Spencer's. I like.
No, you know, that's the thing. It's like all my hip shirts and stuff. Now, first off, I've always rocked with Outkast since a young man. But there are shirts that I've gotten at Kohl's that I get compliments on that I don't rock with at all. Like I have a Ted Lasso shirt. Everywhere I go, I get compliments on that. I have not watched 5 minutes of Ted Lasso.
What?
I know. I'm a fucking poser, dude. I know. But I can't stop wearing that shirt because people are like, hey, I love the shirt. You know what I mean?
That's like all these guys who run around with those Sons of Anarchy vests. I'm like, no, they're not. Like, calm down.
Yeah, exactly. But someone come at me and say, "Oh, Outkast shirt," right? Then I'm responding with "Spotty-otta Dopalicious," you know. So like, yeah, you know, yeah. So I, you know, I fuck with Outkast. I mean, hell, I listen to Andre 3000's
Where do you
Flute
think I
album.
get my clothing style from?
100%. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. If they ever get back together, that's a show that I would honestly to see the two of them together. I'd pay up to I'd pay a couple $100 for tickets.
Well,
easily.
they did that at Coachella and it kind of fell flat, you know, because I mean Andre didn't like that performance because the crowd wasn't necessarily into it because they were so removed. They didn't understand the magnitude of it and they weren't feeling it. And since they didn't get the energy back, you know, they kind of like projected the same energy they were getting, and it was just a wild.
Imagine if they had Outkast on Pima County Fair.
I know.
That'd be crazy.
I know that's too big for Pima County though. You're talking Outkast to get them together is 5 to 10 milli. Just for a one night only type deal, and the way the inflated market and stuff, and as much as the Pima County Fair has a budget to do stupid bookings, that's not one.
I think I'm gonna start.
Wasn't stupid.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for Outkast. Bring them to Tucson.
Think Andre and Big Boy still doing shows together?
I don't think they even get along.
Yeah, no, they're on two different planes. Andre 3000's 1,000 years ahead of us. Yeah, Big Boy's still doing his thing. We're back on the air. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Of course, talking about Outkast because I'm rocking my Outkast shirt in honor of the Tucson Hip Hop Awards. It's happening this Saturday at the Rialto Theatre. And I got DJ Jahmar, who's the man who puts it all together, here to give us a rundown of what to expect and all the festivities. So are you doing another red carpet type of event?
Yeah, we're doing a red carpet. That's why it's very important for everybody to be on time. Doors at 6 o'clock, red carpet at 6:30. We're also going to have some podcasters out there. Bar Talk TV will be out there interviewing people on the red carpet.
Nice.
We have photographers out there. We have videographers out there. I encourage all artists to come out because basically the least you can get out of this, and I tell people this right here, is that every artist needs good pictures or flyers.
Yeah.
And we have professional photographers out there taking pictures with it. And that
I'm rolling up in a limo within a tuxedo from Tuxedos on Broadway. I'm going to be coming in style.
You just shout them out just so you can get a free rental?
Well, they're my fam, so.
All right, that's good. Yeah, that's that would work. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, which clothes can I borrow and give a shout out on? Yeah, you know,
Outkast t-shirts.
Wearing my Outkast t-shirt, courtesy of Kohl's. Shout out Kohl's, 15% off
Sam's Club.
with my Kohl's cash. No.
Type in promo code Beef Vegan for 20% off.
I need some beef vegan merch.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, we need a whole lot of everything.
I wear a beef vegan t-shirt.
You know,
I rock it all day.
We were talking about selling stuff like that, but you know, that's above my pay grade. They got to figure it out. But Rico's been on them for a minute, so it's a fight that we've been having behind the scenes. You know, imagine my ugly mug on people's like chests all over the place, dude. It's
all right.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. See,
it's right
look
there.
at you. You
looks great to me.
Yeah, I know, but you got your sunglasses on, so to be fair. Yeah, it starts early. Red carpet event around 6:30. You're gonna get a bunch of pictures. What else can we expect here throughout the night?
We got a lot of performers. Like I said, As the World Burns is gonna be performing on there. Stack Styles is going to be performing.
Yeah, Stack coming back.
The one I'm very excited about, like ever since like when I started the Tucson Hip Hop Awards, it was one person I wanted in general.
Yeah.
Cash Lansky is going to be headlining this year.
Nice. You know about Cash Lansky. Okay.
Is Marley B on this one?
So Marley's not on this one. Marley performed last year, actually.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Tommy Will.
Yeah. And Marley B just had his album release show here last week too. So, you know,
I heard it went really well.
Oh yeah. He had the whole setup and everything. And it looked really good. And Greaves and Mouse Powell came down to support him and stuff. So he had a lot of
Tucson's in a good place for hip hop right now. Like there's people that are selling out shows. Like I know Tommy Will sold out his show that he did at 191 Tool. Marley sold out his show. Like, you know, Tucson is in a great place right now that it's time for us to really take charge and be like, you know what, we're Tucson hip hop. Because you know, we've talked about this numerous times. Like, the one thing I hate is that 9 out of 10, like, Phoenix will always initiate these conversations and be like, top Arizona hip hop artists. And then when you look on there, it's all Phoenix artists. It's like, what, we don't exist? Like, what, Tucson doesn't exist? Like, it's time for us to take charge and be like, no, we're here and we're not going nowhere.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's pull this community together, make some big shows, make some positive change.
Absolutely. And, you know, honestly, with the, you know, our environment, our influences and everything else and the melting pot that is Tucson, it's unique. And too, but it's still like Arizona, and it's even bigger than hip hop. This is a music community, and like As the World Burns, which is a mashup of like guitars and everything else, and you know, it's a great way for these artists to come out to be inspired by other artists, and also, you know, I get that professional jealousy. That's what I would like to see amongst artists.
Like, I remember last year we were talking about the rock and hip hop like relationship, and we were talking about, and remember you mentioned to me. You were the one that mentioned As the World Burns me. You were like, yo, they do like a mashup. And it was like almost like the Run DMC Aerosmith mashup.
Yeah.
So you put that bug in my ear last year. So I want to say thank you to you, Beef, to say, you know what, I need As the World Burns on the show.
Yeah.
Here we are this year. Thank you.
Yes.
Making it happen. Now, as far as tickets and everything, it's a low dose show, but this is great because I mean, how many people get the chance to go to an award show, right? So, can they get their tickets ahead of time? They get it at the door.
Rialto Theatre, you can get them through Ticketmaster on their website, or you can also get them at the door.
Nice, excellent. Anything else as far as like any kind of heads up you give our listeners so they can plan accordingly and get ready to have a good time?
You know, Rialto got that clear bag policy, so act accordingly. And come there behaving yourself. You know, if you come there too drunk, you come there a little too wired, security not gonna let you in.
Right. But it's always
Don't
been
be
love
too
too.
bent.
It's an all love event as well. So you come
Yeah.
out and have a good time, and meet your next favorite artist. And what's great about this, it's not an artist that you're gonna have to charge like $1,000 to see.
Yes, it's all about really supporting the community. Like I said, a lot. I've lived in a lot of other places. I've lived in New York. I've lived in LA. I've lived in Florida. And the thing that I noticed is that a lot of their artists, like when Kodak Black first came out, before the internet was behind him, so guess what? Florida was behind him.
Right.
We have to get behind our Tucson artists if we expect them to bust to the mainstream.
And I want to put in, artists put in a lot of work, and to get acknowledgement and get a reward, get a trophy for your work. That's inspiring, and it gives you some inspiration to keep pushing.
Absolutely, yes. And a lot of times too, it seems like you put so much into it and you get nothing out, right? So to have a little bit of say, hey, we believe in you, and we're going to continue to do that. That fuels the fire to keep it going. So I love that. Tucson Hip Hop Awards happening this Saturday. Red carpet event happening around 6:00. You can get more information at
Tucson Hip Hop Awards on Instagram or Tucson Hip Hop Awards group on Facebook.
Nice.
Tickets available at Ticketmaster.
There you go. All right, we're gonna have more information here on the podcast broadcast. We're gonna keep the conversation moving there. Talk to Exquisite here. I keep saying your name wrong. So say it for me right.
It's your man Exquisite.
Exquisite. Yes, we're gonna be talking with Exquisite here. And hit the reset. We come back. Well, film critic Herb Stratford. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, yeah, sorry. Let's listen to a little bit of Exquisite music here.
Coming up on the main stage.
Coming up on the main stage. What time are you performing on stage here, Exquisite? And you performed last year as well, right?
Yeah, I performed last year. Time sets will be given out as soon as we get to the
venue.
The venue tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta love that
sharp.
chaos.
6 o'clock.
Do you feel like you age a couple years every time you put on one of these shows?
I do. I feel like, that's how my hair won't grow back. I really feel like that's what it is right there. I'm sacrificing my hair for Tucson Hip Hop.
Look what happened to me after the last WrestleMania, man.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was all.
Don't worry, Steve is too.
Yeah. I'm stressed too. All right. So I
He
look
does
at
this
that.
every single day.
Yeah.
And the ultimate show is going to be Beef Vegan Presents the return of KFMA Day. We need that. I want to DJ it. I'm not going to stop saying that.
I know. And I'm going to get a bunch of angry emails and stuff saying, hey, where's that KFMA Day? You hear Exquisite here in the background. This is Hella Bent, a song that Exquisite just put out. Fact, actually. I like that Bay Area bounce that you got to it, Exquisite. There's that QR code too. Don't forget to hit it.
Spit it up, break it down, spark it, baby. We coasted and we roasted and we doing what we do like we supposed to. Pushing out this work, man, it's audio definition. Riding in a slab and we ranking up distance. We here to live, living free is our mission. Only taking dubs out here, we build different.
Tell me about just Harvest Records that you're a part of here.
Yeah, Harvest Records is my cousin. Shout out Tato Sonny, Harvest Records. We also got Virgo and Two Nations on there, and we're all Pagliati representing. Born and raised.
Nice. Yeah. So, and then beyond the Tucson Hip Hop Awards, what other shows you got in the pipeline? You have anything yet?
Coming up, no. Hip Hop Awards will be my first one. A couple ones that I've done this year.
Yeah.
Starting next year, I'll be doing more shows. I do a lot of community events for the Pagliati tribe.
Love it. Yeah.
I performed with Sensei Size, Don't Sweat the Technique on last Friday.
Nice. Yeah. Are you putting on any shows at Brickbox in the foreseeable future? Brickbox doing it big for a local artist. I really love everything that they're doing,
Oh, yeah. Brickbox is the only one I have not performed at yet.
Oh,
I've been trying to get over there, but every time they have their events, I'm busy those days. So I'm trying to work on it.
Yeah. Well, bump into Runsky while you're at the Hip Hop Awards. I know he'll be there. Yeah. So,
all right.
So yeah, bump in and talk to him. I'm sure they'll have some nights lined up where there might be a spot where you can jump on. And what's great about how Runsky does it, it's so artist friendly, and I can't shout it out enough. And the streamers heard me say this before, but this is the only venue that I've ever come across that will go 100% profit towards the artist. So like if you book a show there and you charge, to get to your show, you get 100% of that door. You don't have to pay for your sound. Or if you want to do a free show, they'll work out a bar deal for you. Right. All right. So like no other place will do that. Any other venue as a business model, they're going to do sound costs. They're going to do this, that, and the other thing and take a piece of their pie. their business.
But do that. You put that in my ear, Native American Showcase.
Native American Showcase.
That's right
Native
there.
American Showcase at Brickbox will be a hell of a show.
Yes,
you
sir.
know,
We're gonna have to do
represent
that.
your people, represent your sound, and yeah, that'd be a great thing. And if you put that together, then get at me, let me know, and we'll make that happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it locked in. We good.
One?
Nice.
Got you.
Just one? No.
I got
And that
Multiple.
just happened.
If we have just one, the line's gonna be
Just
too
one.
long.
Yeah. I think that'll work to your advantage. There's 2 tribes here, so it should be.
You're all
able to
ear witness
Yeah.
to the
do all
birth
that. Yeah.
of an awesome idea.
No. Oh, that's what this is. This is an incubator of awesome ideas. This podcast. So
He said-
write it down.
He said Bader.
All his ideas are not good. He told me to go to Diddy party, and that wasn't a good idea.
I did not tell you that. I did not tell you
Let's go to
that.
this party, Jamar. I was like, all right.
You guys haven't stopped talking about it, so you must have had a good time.
She's all freak on, freak out.
Look,
Freak
nobody
on, freak
had a bad time at a Diddy party except for the victims. They had a bad time. All right, sorry. Well, on that note, I guess we're gonna have to reset the table. DJ Jahmar, thanks for coming in. Jonathan Russell, I'll be seeing you guys Saturday. Exquisite,
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet you,
having me.
brother.
Thank
Of
you for
course.
having me. Thank you.
Yeah. And then on social media, where can they follow you? Get linked up.
Yeah, you can follow me at Exquisite 520 because we got to represent the Tuck all the time.
Yes. Yeah, and same thing, Jahmar. I mean, you see me sharing Jahmar shit all the time.
Instagram, DJ Jahmar International. That's DJ JAHMARINTL. Facebook, Jahmar International. Spotify, DJ Jahmar. Everything's DJ Jahmar. You know what it is.
Yeah.
No, see everybody at the red carpet this Saturday.
Yeah, and you're gonna be dressed to impress. A tux, a limo, the whole nine.
Gotta live.
Yeah. Living
I'm bald
big.
now. You know,
Yeah.
I got
Balling. Balling. All right, sorry.
All right, what's up? Balling.
All right, let's see. We're going to have to reset. We're going to have film critic Herb Stratford in studio with us here in just a few. Earlier this morning, Mari asked the conspiracist. As you know, there's lots of news that cycles through the mainstream media on a regular basis, and it's easy just to believe what they tell you on the surface, but it's not always like that. You have to read in between the lines to really get to the truth of the matter. And here to break down what's really going on in the news is Mari and myself in another round of Ask a Conspiracist. So what do you got as far as a story here, Mari? And I'll tell you what's really going on.
All right, this one bums me out, though. It's sad.
Okay.
It's in Arizona.
Right.
2 people were caught putting socks over ring cameras to hide their identities while stealing more than 24 guinea pigs from a sanctuary.
Mhm.
The sanctuary says they just wanted the animals back safe, but now police are involved.
Yeah, no, that's not what's going on. So I don't believe everything that you read, silly blonde girl. Now, here's the deal. They weren't stolen. They weren't stolen at all. No, these guinea pigs actually got together. This was an escape. You know, guinea pigs, super smart. On top of that, there are organizations out there that are all part of Operation Sock Puppet Protocol.
No.
Yes, that's what these guinea pigs were a part. They gathered as much information as they could, and when they realized that they didn't have any other information to be able to get from this organization, they made the slip. They put socks over the ring cam,
the guinea pigs,
and they bailed. Yes, the guinea pigs.
They don't have
Tiny
opposable
little
thumbs.
hands?
No, they don't even need disposable thumbs. They're that smart that they can operate without disposable thumbs.
Oh, it's opposable.
Opposable, yeah.
You've seen the guinea pig that goes with the
What?
peace sign.
Okay,
There's
yes.
a little
It
peace
does?
sign.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have thumbs?
I don't know if they
Not
have thumbs.
thumbs,
It
but
doesn't
they
even
have,
matter.
like-
They're basically whiskered data carriers. It's
Okay,
all about
okay.
data in 2025.
All right.
So their squeaks are encrypted tones that, when synchronized, can override smart devices. So keep that in mind. The socks on the cameras, that wasn't a disguise. It was an upload shield. They didn't steal the guinea pigs. They basically stole the future of Bluetooth, these guinea pigs did. So, yeah, they're far more advanced than we give them credit for because they're so damn adorable.
They are.
So don't believe what you read in the mainstream media. Is there something else that came across your attention?
I have a couple news stories. You think you want one or two?
Give me another one there. Yeah.
All right, let's go sports news. Arizona high schools just passed an emergency bylaw banning out-of-state transfers from competing for a year.
Mm-hmm.
This after a scandal with California players. Officials say it's about fairness, but critics are calling it an overreaction.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. First off, us Arizona kids, we're tougher than a lot of California kids. California kids come to Arizona and they think they're the bee's knees.
Yeah.
Right. But, that's not the case. And this isn't about fairness. In fact, it's another protocol called roster containment.
Okay.
High school football isn't about just scholarships. It's about controlling the athlete pipeline. Oh, it's a pipe. It's like a meat grinder.
I get
We
it.
just send these kids to the institutions and stuff. By freezing transfers, they're keeping their homegrown prospects locked for in-state schools like U of A, ASU. So national recruiters have to play ball with Arizona first. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, AZ all day.
Yeah. Now, if you thought it was about teenagers swapping schools, you're a moron.
Oh.
It's about Arizona securing future NFL draft picks like their oil reserves.
I get it.
Yeah.
I believe that one.
Yeah. So don't believe what you read. Always ask a conspiracist. Let's hit a reset here. We have more as I'm getting dirty looks from Yas Money.
No, I just look like this.
Okay. Yeah. Did it start to make sense towards the end there?
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
I know. We're on to something here. All right, we got Survey Says and a lot more, and still have another pair of tickets to give away for Nightfall before we give away our big ticket item of the week, and that is win them before you buy them tickets for MCR. Yes, My Chemical Romance tickets up for grabs 8:10 this morning. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. We're going to pop in here real quick. I'll play another clip here before we get Herb Stratford on because he's popping in here just momentarily. I'm seeing a bunch of comments here. People, shouting out like Weirdo. We miss Weirdo too. Weirdo will pop in here one of these days. She's been super busy with her own salon and doing really good on that. Mari, don't forget you have a microphone, so let's get that close to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, anyhow. Valdez is not with the station anymore, unfortunately. He walked away from the show, and then he was just doing a Saturday show, and then we just had a round of corporate layoffs. They had to tighten the budget. They laid a bunch of people off because of it, and it's very unfortunate. Valdez is one of those. We wish Valdez well, but yeah, he walked away from the show himself, and we tried, but some people, they don't want to do this kind of stuff. They want to wake up early and do it and everything else. So, it is what it is. That's the nice way I could say it. Can I say it any nicer?
Mm-hmm. I think you should stop talking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, earlier this morning, that was behind the scenes tea. That's what it is, All right.
That's as much as you're gonna get.
That's as much as I'm allowed to give you right now. With the ladies here, tune in Monday. I'll tell you what's really going on.
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
You go there.
No. He'll be fine. He'll bounce back.
Yeah, we wish him well.
Yeah, for sure. All right. With that said, earlier this morning we did this. I totally forgot what this is, but you'll see. Check it out. I had so many of them yesterday. I did some too. So here's the leftovers. Some other surveys here. 83% of U.S. employees say now with the age of AI, praise is more important than ever. Okay, so 60% say AI tailored recognition is just as meaningful as recognition from a human manager. But if you're in a management position, right, and we're in this world of non-feelings and binary and AI is going to take our jobs, being told we're doing a good job is more important than ever,
By a robot, though? I don't think it lands the same.
Only 60% say by the robot, but 83% say in general want praise. 17% don't care about praise whatsoever. Are you? Do you like praise?
I'm a little bit of praise junkie. I like my words of affirmation.
Okay. Do I give enough words of affirmation around here? Yeah,
you do.
I mean, not for Yaz yet, but we'll get there.
I need reassurance. I need the, hey, I like what you're doing there.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep working.
Don't hold back.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as I like something you do, I will keep you posted.
Oh, God. You love it all.
I love it all. No, okay. Yes, you're doing a good job. Yes. I like that Chipotle sweater. All right. According to a new survey, 31% of their parents learned that their child bought something online without permission. Now, I don't think you've been there yet, Mark.
I have.
Oh, what?
But it really benefited me because I had it in my cart. And my 3-year-old was like pushing buttons and bought a water bottle and this bag I really wanted, but I couldn't pull the trigger on. And it actually, he somehow used it. I had my dad's card attached to my account, as one of the options, right? So it didn't go with the default, my option. He was able to finagle it to go to my dad's card.
So, and is this the alibi that you're using to your dad?
It's legit.
1,000%.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll pay you back. I have yet to pay him back.
That is sweet, though. It's like you got a gift from your son and your dad at the same time.
I did.
And it's the perfect gift because you wanted it so much. You picked it out for yourself.
Yep.
What about you? You have a more tech-savvy daughter, in Brooklyn. Has she bought something online without you knowing?
So she has her own debit card because it's the card where child support comes in.
Yeah,
that's her allowance. You know. So that is connected to her Roblox
Oh.
And we were trying to figure out what card was being charged because I wasn't seeing a receipt on either of my emails. So then I go to her emails recently and I see charge after charge after charge.
How much?
And I was like, maybe she's on a budget. She knows she's on a budget. But it was like $25-$30. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, this is your Disney fund.
Right. Yeah, you're dipping into your Disney fund for add-ons
but
and
I was
DLCs.
like, now I know what card is being used.
Yeah,
when you're on
robots.
Toca Boca, when you're on Roblox and
these games are crazy in the way that they're designed, because they'll sell you the game outright for like $50. But honestly, if you play any game, and it's every game now, you could end up spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to be invested in that game. So basically the $50 is the initial buy offer. And then you're like, oh, you like the game? Cool. Would you like this feature? Yeah, man, I want that feature. That feature seems so cool. Cool. It'd be another $75.
that I spent too much money on Candy Crush.
Yes, that's how they get you. And it's all science. It's all like, triggering your dopamine releases and everything else.
Here's a
And
free
basically,
game.
yeah, absolutely. Just kind of feeding the addiction qualities that we have in us. And it's very dangerous. Eventually, I know that authorities, like government will get involved in this and be like, you guys are out of control. You need to slow it down. You're ruining us with your games and your features. All right, moving forward in survey says one. All right, we're back here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. In studio, very special guest because it is Friday to give us a rundown and pointing us in the right direction of all great things, new releases, whether it comes to movies in theaters or at home on our streaming services. We got the one, the only Herb Stratford. Good morning, Herb.
Good morning.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Now, we got a lot to catch up on. And so with that, let's get right into what should be a pretty massive film because I've been reading a lot about Leonardo DiCaprio. Because, old facts about Leonardo DiCaprio keep coming up now. And I'm like, why are we talking about this stuff again? Like, oh, his name he's going to change his name to like Larry something. It was going to be a dumb name because, Leonardo DiCaprio was too ethnic for Hollywood at the tail end of the 80s during the Growing Pains era. But they stuck with it and he ended up being like one of the largest movie stars in the entire world. He has a movie that's being released this Friday. And if he's one of the largest movie stars in the entire world, why am I just hearing about this now?
Because you're not paying attention.
All right. Okay.
That's fair. You have a lot of other stuff on your plate, man. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I covered this part of the plate. So, yes, this is called One Battle After Another. And this is Paul Thomas Anderson, who you may or may not know from sorry, I'm shifting the camera, who you may or may not know from There Will Be Blood, from Magnolia, from Punch Drunk Love. I mean, he's just done a ton of movies. Brilliant writer director, and this is 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is a brilliant film. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. So pack a lunch. Okay.
Sean Penn's in this, huh?
Or go to the Roadhouse and you'll have your lunch while you're eating.
That's
There you go. Subtle
There's the
plug. All right. So the story is Leo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor play a pair of revolutionaries who have been sort of disrupting things, not really killing anybody, but sort of disrupting the status quo and trying to change things. And basically they end up sort of having to shut everything down. They're part of a group called the French 75. They shut everything down, and then you have a little time jump 16 years later, and DiCaprio is raising their daughter by himself because basically she couldn't give up being a revolutionary, and he's like, no, I just want to sit on my couch in my robe and smoke pot and not do anything. Mm-hmm. So, of course, we end up with an old adversary played by Sean Penn, Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw, and he is after them, and so now Leo's got to try and save his daughter, and he needs the help of Benicio del Toro, who is the girl's she is the girl's karate teacher. And this is just a wild, brilliant ride. It is so timely, so smart. So the performances are amazing. This is definitely your top 5 films of the year, without a doubt. It's
really
so good.
That good.
It is really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, honestly, the director of this movie again is
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson. He's part of the class of the like anxiety-inducing film makers, right? Where they create a film that creates anxiety at the very beginning and then just builds on that throughout the entire movie, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So you're like
I love
white knuckling it to the end of the movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And I mean, think about like Licorice Pizza was the last thing that he made, which was a little smaller story. He's never had this big a budget for, 130 million. It's an action film, as you can tell. There's a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
This is a little unusual. Normally he's doing smaller sort of smaller sort of intimate character studies. And this time he has gone all, I mean, like you just said, I mean, Leo, I mean, you know, and Sean Penn, I mean, this cast is to die for. So it's a wild ride.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So when a movie comes out here at the tail end of September, right, is that technically awards bait where this is the season where we're going to start getting these great movies that we'll be talking about when the Oscars and Golden Globes roll around?
Absolutely. And this is, you know, like every week now as we go forward, I mean, you're going to have that new film that Daniel Day-Lewis is in that his son directed. That's coming out next week, I think.
That could be hit or miss. I don't know.
I think it's going to be hit.
Okay.
I think it's going to be hit. And then, you know, you've got Frankenstein on Netflix, which is the Benicio del Toro movie with Oscar Isaac and Jacob Elordi as the monster. And so, you know, there's a lot of, this is the season. So, but honestly, one battle after another is in the driver's seat. This movie is just absolutely amazing.
Nice. Do you think they did a good enough job marketing this where this will be the #1 box office movie of the weekend?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, just with the all-star A-list cast, it has to be, right? If you're going to the movies at all and you look at posters and you see all these faces, even though these are all guys approaching 60, still aggressively kicking ass, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think, you know, this did roll out at Telluride in Toronto and maybe Venice. So it did do the fall festivals and that got the buzz. But yes, this is going to do very well this weekend. And it should. I mean, the only trick, of course, is it's 2.5 hours. So they get less screenings in.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Okay. How about this then? If we're going to put it into a category, is it a dude movie? Is it a chick movie? Or is it a date movie?
I think it's everything because the chicks are there for Leo. And actually, the guys are there for Leo because we love Leo. I mean, you know, there's
I'm
just
there for Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
I love her.
And she is great. And there's this new girl who plays their daughter, and I'm blanking on her name right now, but she is fantastic in it. It's got I mean, there's something for everybody, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. One battle after another seems like it's an early leader for all the awards when award season happens and, you know, has an all-star cast with a superb director. So that's can't miss movie if you're going to go out to the movie theaters this weekend. All right. Well, we have more that we're going to talk about with film critic Herb Stratford, including a chick flick with Scarlett Johansson. Now, I'm assuming it's that. I don't mean to be so crude.
No, she directed it. So, yeah.
Oh.
She's not in it. It's her directorial debut.
What does that mean, Beef?
It means it's not going to be that good. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. It means, well, I can't wait to hear Herb's review on that.
Well, we're going to go watch it. We're going to go watch it.
Oh, okay. A little friend date. Oh, good. So we could watch something terrible together and then we could bond over it. Well, we'll find out what Herb says about the Scarlett Johansson directorial debut after music from the Chili Peppers or something. All right, after this. It's Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Whoops. Yeah, let's save that for when we get back. And then let's see. Leo review. Sorry,
multitask away.
Thank you. See?
You need a producer.
He gets me.
You need a producer.
No, I know. They can't afford that. You know, they just, like we were just talking about, they just laid off a bunch of people. So they're definitely not going to give me a producer. No. Yes, I do need a producer. Everyone else has a producer. It's a fun fact. And it is part of the thing.
It's not fun. It's not a fun fact.
It's, yeah. Not so fun fact.
What about an intern?
No, interns, you have to pay them these days.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
We don't pay our interns.
No, well, that's illegal.
That's not a full-time gig, so.
Hey, trust me.
Hollywood got in trouble for abusing interns.
Yeah.
Hollywood was having them on set for about 14 to 16 hours.
True.
So.
Right. Yeah, give me a producer. I'll work them to the bone.
Yes, you
will.
Yeah. Well, that's where it's illegal.
That's why they won't give me one.
You gotta work them part-time.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to be done, but With that, even with this setup, I don't even know if we'd be able to do that. We'd have to
No.
take over the ESPN studio and everything.
Yeah, you can't like hide behind your shoulder. It's just too small.
Yeah,
Cramp back there.
Yeah, I mean, Todd would be my producer if I had a budget for like a behind the scenes kind of busybody. And he's made it clear, and he was my first producer, but he's made it clear, if you can't fucking pay me, then let's not even talk about it. But if it comes into a situation where we can pay the Todd would be on, and then he would yell at me at a regular basis. I basically be hiring somebody to just like, verbally whoop me on a regular basis to remind me how shitty I am. And that's what I would pay him the big bucks for. But all right. So before we get into, whether it's a hit or miss for Scarlett Johansson's directorial debut, which yes, I do have hater tendencies on this, but I'm sure it's going to be okay. Let's talk about Dead of Winter, because you did an interview for Dead of Winter.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. But Judy Greer is in another project.
Exactly.
She's staying busy. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, Judy Greer was in The Long Walk, and here we are 2 weeks later. She's in The Dead of Winter. And this is I watched this last night. This is very good. So think sort of Fargo vibes, where you got sort of this northern Minnesota sort of, goofy folk, right? Emma Thompson, who we have not seen in a while, she is sort of this widower, and she's up in the woods there trying to do some stuff. You're not sure what she's doing. It turns out she's trying to scatter some ashes, but that's not a spoiler alert. But anyway, and she basically stumbles into what's going on. There's a kidnapping going on. A young girl's been kidnapped by Judy Greer. So Judy Greer is playing a bad guy in this movie.
Okay.
And Emma Thompson decides, you know what? I basically have to save this girl. And so she is a very unlikely hero, right? Because she's a woman, probably 70-year-old woman, like going out trying to stop these goofy kidnappers. And it's not Fargo, it's not Fargo Brothers. Coen Brothers Fargo level humor, but it is very much in that world of sort of quirky people in the middle of nowhere and doing stuff they shouldn't do. And Judy is fantastic in it. And so I don't want to sort of ruin it, but there's some nefarious things going on, and Emma Thompson has to stop them. So it's also nice when it's 100 degrees out to go see a movie where it's cold.
Right.
So,
yeah, you're in the theater, you kind of get tricked.
It's
you
very cold in this movie.
Good snuggly movie. I've always loved Judy Greer, and pretty much everything that she does, there's something about her. She just has charisma through the roof.
Yeah.
And then still is always that, I would never even consider her an A-list actress by any means. She's still in the B or C list, but always delivers no matter what she does.
Yeah, I mean, she's a voice in Archer. I mean, she was in Arrested Development. I mean, the woman stays so busy, and she's just, and you saw that interview that I did with her. She was lovely. She's just and I think she is somebody that isn't like, it doesn't be a head case or an ego. You know what I mean? She's just like a working actress. She does a great job. And this is really, this movie just gives her the range that she is not just the goofy sort of woman. You know what I mean? She's like scary.
She's like, I could be crazy too.
Yes.
Be like, yeah, girl, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. So when you interviewed her, at any point, did it feel like she was hitting on you?
No.
Okay.
But like, it's okay.
Yeah.
My ego wasn't hurt.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I mean, giving me the look, Maury. I'm just, like I thought, he's a charismatic guy too.
Yes.
I feel like, I mean, if he wasn't happily married for like, decades, I would try to set him up with Judy Greer.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
You got that plug?
Yeah.
Now I know. I can lean on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not hooking you up with Pedro Pascal. In fact, actually, I'm co-signing that restraining order. Like you stay away from Pedro for sure. But Herb and Judy, that makes sense to me. Yeah. Herb and Pedro makes more sense to me than.
I'm glad everybody's laughing.
Hey man, Pedro's a handsome man.
Yes, he is. He converts a lot. All right, let's talk about something on Hulu. You know what? I misread this because I thought Charles Barkley, but it's Charles Blakey. And something that's
totally
coming
different movie. Totally different movie.
But it's the man in my basement, and it's coming to Hulu. And this is a movie directly to Hulu. Hulu?
It is. And I have to just clear this up right away. It's 43% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
I was disappointed. I love Willem Dafoe. He's one of my favorite creepy dudes.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? He's just so brilliant in everything he does. The Lighthouse. I mean, everything he does. He's just great. Platoon. I mean, he's just great in everything he's ever done. So anyway, this is a story of a guy named Charles Blakely. He's an African-American guy. He's sort of stuck with his family's house. He doesn't have any money. He's starting to think about selling everything off. Willem Dafoe knocks on the door and says, "Hey, can I rent your basement?" And it's like, normally you'd be like, "Get off my porch, weirdo."
Right.
And but he's like, "Oh, how much money are you willing to give me for that?" So they make a deal that he's going to be in the basement for, a couple months, and things get weird. As you would expect, ththings get weird, and you're not quite sure what's going on. He's doing some weird stuff. He wants to get rid of him, but he needs the money. I felt like at the end of this, they just didn't know how to end it. And so I felt like it was a little frustrating the way it ended. It didn't sort of have sort of a grand finale. So if, hey, it's on Hulu. You can watch it whenever you want. But it was not fantastic.
That's too bad, because Corey Hawkins plays Charles Blakely, and I've always been a fan of him since Straight Outta Compton. He played Dr. Dre, and I think he's a tremendous talent. But yeah, that's one that at least you won't lose any money watching.
No, that's true.
Yeah. All right. With that said, 23 seconds going to get on the air and see if this Scarlett Johansson movie is all that it's cracked up to be.
I think we can make content out of this.
Okay.
Let's go to Roadhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got plans this weekend, and look at you trying to C-block me.
We get it. You're dating.
Look at that. He's at a loss for words.
Rock 2.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents.
Welcome back. Beef is in love.
No.
I'm just kidding.
With the new Scarlett Johansson movie, Eleanor the Great. We got film critic Herb Stratford here in studio. And, this is a movie that doesn't star Scarlett Johansson. Doesn't show any Scarlett Johansson side boob.
So he's already 2 thumbs down.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of times actors want to direct, right? And they got to find the right thing. And she's found a really beautiful story. And this is Eleanor the Great. It stars June Squibb, who is now 95. She was 94 when she filmed this.
Oh, wow.
And she's just so great. She's having this great sort of second act that started with Alexander Payne's Nebraska about 15 years ago. And then she's doing these really great roles. Where she's sort of giving dignity to sort of older folks that we don't see on screen. And she's just charming and lovely. And, you sort of wish she was your grandma. Anyway, the story is that she has sort of a roommate in this retirement place who is her friend. And that woman passes. And so she sort of starts to take this woman's story and make it her own. And all of a sudden, she's going around and starts to get a sort of a name for herself as being a Holocaust survivor, which she wasn't.
Oh.
Her roommate was. Okay. And so she meets all these new friends and starts having this life where she's relevant again, which, as we all know, is a challenge for seniors because people are like, "Get out of my way, old person."
Yeah.
And so she actually had this really important thing that she started. And so of course this is going to end poorly because you can never outrun a lie. But it's a really sweet story. And Scarlett did a great job of directing it. Of course, when you're Scarlett, you can get the money and the people and everything else to do your movie.
Yeah.
I actually saw something about this movie on TikTok. There was a girl that I guess, I don't know if it's AMC or what, but they do like these things where it's like a screening of a film that hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And so she did a before and after, and she goes, "I'm here to see this movie." And that said Eleanor,
Right.
And at the end, the cut was like her in tears and being like, "That messed me up."
Okay.
Yeah.
So emotional, like
Yes.
tug the heartstrings type
It
of
is,
storytelling.
yes.
Yeah, it's very emotional just because, it's like it was one of those lies that, it didn't hurt anybody.
Right.
Right. So yes, it's a very sort of, it's a good point, heartstrings sort of pulling thing. And yeah, it's only 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's better than that, but some people are like, they probably want to see Black Widow.
Yeah.
He thinks it's better than 67.
Okay, that's good. Well, okay, so but this is the type of movie and storytelling that is not necessarily a popcorn flick, right? It's an emotional tale. Seems like a good date night movie if you wanted to kind of make your date cry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But interesting story. Eleanor the Great, it's about an elderly woman basically lying to stay relevant. Usually the elderly, they don't, lie about being in a Holocaust to be relevant. They review movies on podcast broadcasts.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how they do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that was a shot at me.
You know what? I messed it up. I didn't stick the landing. I know.
Wow.
In my head, though, it was hilarious. I was like,
gonna meet you outside.
I'm going to burn him so good. And then Big Dummy here couldn't pull it off, but that's okay.
I got my girls over here. They got my back.
The ladies love Herb Stratford. Herb Stratford, everybody.
What'd you
We
say about
have
Herb?
more that we're going to be talking about with Herb here. You can join us on the podcast broadcast, and we'll wrap things up with the beef tip here shortly. Keep it right here, Rock 102.1 or youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah, man, it was going to be such a good burn, and then I fucked it up. I'm like, and she's so happy that I did that.
I know. I want to protect her at all costs.
You know what's so weird?
For real.
Look,
Thank you, Mary.
earlier this morning, and then, we're talking about how sweet she is. I mean, she's a sweetheart, right? But then when Yas was like, I had a colleague that said, Mari's the type of person, looks like the type of person that could cold-bloodedly murder somebody and then smile about it. And then she's just like, yeah. And I'm like, what happened to this sweet girl who let me take
She's a
jabs at
murderer.
Herb? Yeah. So weird.
I feel like you've learned a lot about Mari this week. I mean, even like with your Chat GPT rap or whatever, she's like, I've had to pretend this whole time that I like them, but I don't.
She never.
I was just a little more emboldened to dislike it with you. Yeah. So thank you for giving me the strength and courage to openly
always be you, metal mommy.
No,
Yeah.
I own the metal mommy, but I also want to,
Support her friends.
support a friend. He really gets into it, and it makes him very happy. So I
It
do.
makes them very
There is a
happy.
percentage of the audience that do enjoy the Rap GPT performances.
And
and-
there is a percentage that love my reactions. To
Oh
it.
yeah, no. Visually, it's a better bit than through the audio.
Sure.
Apparently, I thought I was killing it, but yeah, she just hates hip hop in general,
I can't
and
do it.
so yeah,
You had all
so
the hip hop people in here.
yeah, she likes hip hop people.
I like
but
people.
She likes,
yeah.
yeah, just not the music
Just
itself.
not your beats.
Yeah, she didn't
Not my
get it, which is fine. Which is fine. But yeah, she's always hated it, and she's made no secret about it. She's just been super nice, and even when I get a little bit of criticism from Mari, where I wasn't my favorite, I could speak Mari. You know what I mean? And so she's like,
Mari.
yeah. So just a little bit of I don't know if it was my favorite. She's like, I really hate that. That's the way I'm hearing it. So I know exactly her level of loathing on that, which is fine.
It is.
Yeah.
Not for everybody.
Yeah. You know what? Did you watch the last episode of Peacemaker last night?
No, I didn't have time. I'm watching The Pit right now.
Oh, I gotta watch that too.
Oh my gosh.
What's
well,
the pit?
Is it good?
It won all the awards.
Noah Wiley. It's another hospital procedural.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
it's the 15-hour shift.
Yeah.
It's a whole 15-hour shift. So every episode is an hour. And so I was watching maybe I was in the 6th or 7th episode, and my kid comes in and she's like, can we watch a movie? And I go, yeah, after this episode. And then she's just like, what? Can we watch the next one?
She got sucked into it.
Well, yeah, by episode 11, I forget that these things aren't for her and that she's really not old enough to watch these things. So by episode 11, she knows where babies come from. So,
Alrighty.
good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because during a long shift like that, hospital workers, they bang each other.
Yeah.
No, I mean birth.
Oh, yeah.
I mean a birth.
Do you see it graphically?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was no warning for it. So even I was like, I've never seen that before.
But The Pit, I'm surprised you didn't cave to watch it as well, because with the Emmys, that was the big winner this year.
It was a
And-
surprise winner.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you see this list. There is so much
I
stuff.
know.
You can't even.
That's why
Right.
you need an assistant, and I'm here to assist. Yeah, I'm
Are
watching
you
The
here to
Pit.
assist?
You're
You
not.
would be a
I'll
solid
go watch
assistant.
the movies that you can't, and I'll give you the notes, and you do your little thing.
That's a 15-hour.
There might be
15-hour.
something there.
Yeah.
I've been pitching this to you for the last 7 years. Since we worked since I was at KOLD, I was like, Herb,
Don't
let
steal
me
his
do
shine.
this.
Don't steal his shine.
No, I don't. I'm just there.
You gotta get a jacket like that and to look official. So
I need a
did
pin.
you watch the last episode of Peacemaker?
Is it which number is it?
6?
No. See, that's the thing. I saw the
You only
first
got
5, And then I saw 6 drop like yesterday, but because of some personal issues, I have not gotten to it. So I do need to get to it this weekend because now I'm like you. I'm like one at a time.
I'll say this without spoilers, no spoilers here. You knew going into this season that, with his dad and brother back alive with this other dimension, that eventually they were going to be the bad guys. But why and how? And
Shut up.
No, I'm not giving you spoilers. But that was revealed in episode 6. And it's one of those reveals where you're like, oh, yeah, duh. It was right there. Also, I will say this as like a teaser, a huge teaser. A supervillain, big name, shows up in this show in the DCU.
Shut up!
Nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna go
Damn,
home and
I gotta
watch
stay
it.
after
Yeah. So it's big. I don't know how many. What did you say? Is it going to be 10 episodes this year? Please tell me 10, not 8.
I think it's 10, but we can confirm that.
What a cop out.
I was gonna watch it last night, and I started with the first scene, and then I got on the phone, and then I got tired. But it's like Peacemaker, South Park, Gen V, and everything else that I'm still watching. So like
it's that time of year. You know, it's a good time.
Sad to disappoint you. It is 8 episodes.
I know.
You know, and what did you just say? You just mentioned something, not
Gen
South
V.
Park. Gen V. Oh,
Gen V.
Oh, the second season is nuts.
I know. Well, I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in. But
the payoff is really good.
Yeah.
It's
See,
very
okay,
good.
now we're talking the same language.
Yeah.
Sometimes I ask you about something and you're like, what's that? When I don't have time.
Herb, when we go to Roadhouse this week, what are we going to see you pop up on ahead of the movie?
You know, it's a good question because they had it on all the screens, right? So in Phoenix, Tucson, and Colorado Springs.
That's awesome.
But it was, it's as long as the long walk is there. Right,
okay.
Because it's really promoting the long walk because they want people to go to the long walk while it's still there.
My friends went to go see it.
Yeah, so it may be gone after this week until I get the next one. But I am going to to LA for the Frankenstein premiere, so Del Toro's movie. So
I'm in LA.
maybe
That's
I'll
a big
get
deal.
something.
That's a big deal. So are you
about
starting to get these kind of like plugs and connections where they're inviting you out a little bit more?
I was having them before, and then COVID happened. You know, like I used to go to New York once a year in the fall for some big film, and usually once or twice to LA for a film. And you have to be careful though, because some critics are like, I'm not going to accept a junket because then they're bribing me. It's like, no, they don't require you to say you love the movie. I mean, that's not how it works.
That's good. Yeah, and they won't punish me. They won't punish you if you don't, right?
No, I mean, I've been honest about stuff if it's not my cup of tea. Now, granted, they're probably not looking at me because we're not in a major market.
Right, exactly.
So, they're not necessarily monitoring everything I say.
They
but
probably write off your appearance as like a charity act. Yeah. We let Tucson in. That's a write-off.
Senior citizen.
Yeah. It's like a Make-A-Wish kid. Same difference. That's the way the industry looks at it, Mari, not me. Don't get mad at me for saying
Let
it.
me know when you need an assistant with travels and all that stuff. I'm available.
All right.
Look at it. She's continuing to try to quit this job and get another.
I just got here.
Yeah, I know. So 2 films. We talked about Dead of Winter. There's only one that we haven't covered yet. And that's Strangers 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's at 18%. We don't need to talk.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the new and returning streaming series to look forward to.
So, you know what?
Wait, because we'll do that in like 35 seconds.
Okay.
We have time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, before we wrap things up, because we got some good things. And I'll go through the entire list. And, yeah, and that seems like a clip.
It's a lot. I know. I just
no. We needed it today.
Yeah.
It worked out. I think we covered all the bases. Got some good clips from it, and it's always fun. And Yas looks forward to it. I know Mari looks forward to it. Yeah.
Are you going to meet Jacob Elordi?
He'll be there.
Woo!
For Frankenstein. Okay.
Yeah. So him, Del Toro, and Oscar Isaac, they're all there.
Well, you tell Oscar Isaac I said hello.
And will you tell Jacob Elordi that Mari said hello?
Hi, Jacob.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back. Beef Vegan Presents.
Face Latino.
Yeah. Herb is going to be going to the Frankenstein premiere with a long list of tell us random actors. So and so said hi. So you're claiming dibs on who?
Oscar Isaac.
Okay, and you're claiming dibs on
Jacob Elordi.
And who is the other actor in there, or any actresses? Frankenstein.
I'm sure there is. I don't
You
know.
tell Frankenstein that Beef said.
So we only have a few more minutes here as we're hanging out here on the podcast broadcast with film critic Herb Stratford. Let's talk about a quick list of new and returning streaming series because it's the season. Since we are getting close to October, so many shows that we know and love are coming back, and there's also some new ones that might be added to our favorites. We'll start off with the Lowdown. What's going on with the Lowdown?
Really, really good, smart series on Hulu. It stars Ethan Hawke. It's set in Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's like a used bookstore dealer and sort of an investigative reporter. And he's dealing with all these quirky characters because there's been some weird stuff going on. But you've got your Nazis and you've got your white supremacists and you've got all these crazy people he's dealing with. And it's very entertaining. It's like 5 episodes. I've watched the first 2. That's definitely worth watching. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. Then we have Slow Horses, season 5, coming back on Apple TV, 6 episodes. This is the Gary Oldman show where he's sort of he leads a group of MI6, so British sort of, secret people. He's the head of like this group of all these misfits, and they're sort of figuring things out. It's a very interesting role for Gary because he's like unshaven. He like farts all the time. He's a very uncharismatic guy. This series
sounds like me. What do you mean uncharismatic? Ultra charismatic, bro.
Differently charismatic.
Okay.
All right. So that's really good. Marvel Zombies 4-episode season. This is really good. I was really happy to see this. It basically puts us in a world where there's been a zombie apocalypse. Not only humans are affected, you've got superheroes. So you have a zombie Thanos, a zombie Thor, all this great stuff.
She keep going,
She's gonna fall back.
It is very entertaining. It's very well done. I love it. Wayward, I'm not as big a fan of. This is a Netflix series with Toni Collette where she runs sort of a place where you put troubled teenagers. And of course, there's more going on there than you think. It just feels sort of Lifetime-ish. I was not a fan of that. House of Guinness is on Netflix. This is a series about the Guinness family, of course, the famous beverage.
Oh, nice.
When the patriarch, the founder of the family, dies, there's sort of a scramble for control of the company. The best thing about this, too, that I want to point out is this is from the people that brought us Peaky Blinders.
Oh, I love Peaky Blinders.
And so it's going to be good, right? It just because Peaky Blinders was so brilliant. And they are making a Peaky Blinders movie right now, which is very exciting. With
the skinny guy.
Blue-eyed guy.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
Yes. So that's good to see. House of Guinness. And then The Savant, very interesting series on Apple TV. With Jessica Chastain, where she plays a woman who is a sort of a domestic terrorist investigator, right? She works for the government. She sort of digs in and listens to things and sort of connects the dots. She's almost has this sort of skill that other people don't have, hence the title, The Savant. She's just really good at it. The rumor was that Apple canceled this series after the first season. I think they're bowing to some political pressure because it does put a spotlight on domestic terrorism, which, of course, nobody wants to talk about. So The Savant is on Apple TV. That's very good as well.
So many things happening to your streaming services. So if you don't go out and enjoy a movie at a theater, then at least you have a plethora of entertainment options to stream right there on your couch. Herb Stratford, thank you very much for that rundown.
Yay.
All right. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for the show today, but we'd like to thank everyone for listening. And before we head out the door, I'll leave you with a beef tip. I came across this. I found this was fascinating. 4 phrases you can use to shut down unsolicited advice. Now, I always give unsolicited advice, so you might want to take notes.
Let me write this down. Write it down.
All right, here we go. So first one, thanks for sharing. I'll consider it. It politely acknowledges their input without, locking yourself in. Okay. All right. Number 2, that's a useful view. I prefer to handle it this way. All right. So this shows that you're listening. You heard what they said, but you know what? F your advice. We're going to do it the way we're going to do it. Number 3 in the 4 phrases that you can use to shut down unsolicited advice. I appreciate your input, but I already have a plan for how I'll move forward. This respectfully signals that you got things under control. And the 4th and final, and it's not even a joke because I could throw in a sassy little response there. But if you say, I hear you. If I need more guidance, I'll reach out, right? Is a good way to kind of say F you in the most respectful, professional way. Like, if I do need your help, I'll come find you, and I hear you. And that's almost like saying thank you without saying thank you. It validates their effort, but also prevents further unsolicited input unless you seek it out. All right. Now, did you learn from that? Are you going to use it against me?
I love that for you. but I'm going to take another approach.
Which is never listen at all. I know. I've seen that approach in action over and over again. Thank you guys so much for joining us. All next week, we'll continue to have our friends back and have another killer show. With that said, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Get out and enjoy yourself this weekend. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.